I don't believe this. I don't believe this. And this is 1 month. 1 month only.
Talking to me?
Well, yeah, I do happen to be talking to you. I'm talking to everybody in this family. I'm going through these bills. Every one of them is too much, especially this month's electric bill. Yes, I think we'll pass some new laws around here. Like whenever anybody leaves a room, they'll cut the lights off. That sound like a good idea?
I gotta ask you, do you think it would be okay if I borrowed Leslie's earrings? I really don't think that she would mind very much.
I would think that's probably all right.
Great.
She hasn't pawned them off yet.
What did you just say?
Nothing. Forget it. I didn't say anything.
Yes, you did. You know, you always do that. You start to say something and you say forget it.
Amy, I didn't say. I said nothing, all right? No, I didn't.
I heard you. What did I say?
Amy! Why don't you get dressed?
Fine. You're really...
I'm really what?
Pain.
You're a pain.
Blackie?
Yes?
I heard what you said about Leslie's earrings.
Oh, you did, huh?
Well, yeah, I did. Would you like to explain what you meant by that?
No, wait, I'm not so sure I understand it. Could you repeat that? What? No, I'm very excited and I'm very impressed. It's just, why all of a sudden? I see. Listen, let me just think about it, okay? And I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Fine, thank you very much. Goodbye. Scotty Baldwin.
Scotty, this is your father.
Would you believe I do know the voice?
This is no time to be flippant. Now, look, I'm at home. I want you to come right over here.
Why should I? I saw you once today, and frankly, that was enough.
But I've got a tape recording here that I think you should listen to.
Why?
Never mind why. Just get over here right now.
That's got to be Ballentine.
Better be.
Want me to get it?
Please.
You made good time.
Yes, luckily we had a tailwind all the way from Washington.
Well, what have you heard? We have 48 hours in which to give up the microfilm.
And if we don't?
They're going to kill my wife. Are you going to give it up?
Blackie, I'm waiting.
For what?
We were talking about Leslie's earrings, and you mentioned something about them being pawned.
I don't know that for a fact.
Well, you wouldn't have made this statement unless there was something to base it on. Now, exactly what did you mean?
Well, you don't know what you're asking me to do here.
Yes, I'm asking you for you to explain yourself, that's all.
It's a lot more than that, all right? I don't want to think on Leslie. I love her. I mean, how could you ask me to do something like that?
This whole family is filled with love. We care about each other, and we also do not keep secrets from each other.
But I still don't want to think on her, all right?
You're not. It's because we care, and I think it's something that we ought to talk about. Then possibly we could help her. It would be for Leslie's benefit.
Well, I guess you have a point.
I think I do.
Leslie got in over her head at the casino.
How?
Gambling. She kept gambling. She kept losing, trying to win back her losses. I'm really worried about her. She got kind of frantic about this whole thing.
Well, what do you mean? Go on.
And then she ducked out and pawned her bracelet.
Try to pay for her losses.
Try to win them back.
Did she?
Oh, she kept losing. The dealer cleaned her out.
I see.
I mean, you know how it is with these gamblers. They keep losing. They keep thinking their luck is going to change. It's weird, though. It's like a sickness or something, you know?
Yes, I know.
I mean, these people can turn into hardcore gamblers, and I don't want to see that happen. Slick says he can tell, he can spot them the second they start playing.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes that sickness, you can use it as a cure. I know. I know very well. You get in over your head sometimes, and you learn from it. You make that mistake, you don't let it happen to you again.
Wait a minute, what are you talking about here?
Oh, one night a long time ago in Las Vegas, I lost every dime I had in the crab tables.
Oh, yeah, what happened?
Oh, I acted like a kid. I took my plane ticket, and I turned it back in, got the cash. It's going to be my new steak, right?
Did you win?
I hitchhiked back to the East Coast. Blackie, don't tell Leslie, please, that you told me exactly what happened, all right?
Sure, that's the way you want it.
Yeah, I do. Do you know where she took the bracelet?
Yeah, Tiffany told her some guy.
Benny?
Yeah, Benny.
I won't be long.
Okay, we'll see you.
You did the right thing in telling me. Thanks.
Hey, Parrish?
Yeah.
Parrish, do you have any of that hairspray stuff? I'm all out.
Oh, yeah, there's some spray in the kitchen in the closet.
In the closet?
Yeah, it's a spray for bugs. Yeah.
Thanks.
No problem.
Oh, understand this, Ballentine. You're dealing with killers here.
I am well aware of that.
Good. And think about this. We have half an equation, they have the disk. Now, what does that tell you?
Well, in time, they can analyze the disc.
So what's the point in holding out?
Policy.
I'll give you policy. Policy is that we have half an equation, they have the disk. There's your policy.
And they are holding the hostages.
And they're going to be dead in 48 hours. Tell me, how in the name of common sense can you stand there and say we won't give in? Or we're not giving in?
These people are terrorists. The United States cannot give in to terrorist demands.
All right, then what can we do? As Robert said, we have already gone over this persimmon clue, and it got us absolutely nowhere.
Well, either we can get the disc or we can get back the other half of the equation.
How, by prayer?
I don't know how, Robert. But I do know that Professor Gerald developed this disc for the United States, and by God, we are going to have it.
You're a dreamer. We don't have it. We may never have it. But I'll give you a few facts here. We don't even have a plan. We don't even know where they're holed up.
Well, then we just keep on working.
You stand there smugly and say we'll keep on working. And in 48 hours' time, if we don't come up with that microfilm, my wife is going to die.
I'm closed. Can't you read the sign?
Yeah, I see it. I'm sorry.
No, it's too late. I'm closed.
Very important.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. This is very important, and it'll only take a couple of minutes. I promise you.
What? Hey, I can't buy anything anyway. I took my cash to the bank.
Look, I'm Dr. Richard Weber. I think you know my wife.
Ah, your wife named Leslie?
Right.
Yeah, say, you folks must be having hard times, huh? I mean, first turn on you.
I didn't come here to hawk anything. I would like to redeem my wife's bracelet.
You mean buy it?
Buy it? Yes, whatever. I just like it. Do you have it?
Hey, Doc, I can get you anything you want. I mean, if the price is right.
Yeah, well, I would like to buy it. How much?
Well, let me look around here. It's here somewhere. No, wait a minute. Yeah, I think that's the one, huh?
Yes, that's the one. How much?
Two big ones.
What?
Yeah, well, 2,000. I'll even throw in the sales tax.
That is highway robbery. When it was new, it didn't cost half that. I know because I gave it to him.
Come on, Doc. Everything's going up these days, huh?
$2,000. That's not a highway robbery. That's right.
No skin off my back. Look, you change your mind. You come on back.
Wait a minute. May I? Please. Take a check?
On a local bank?
No, it's on a Hong Kong bank. You know I live here. Of course it's a
Hey,
local
I'm
bank.
just asking. Yeah, I'll trust you for your local bank.
Oh, that's very big of you. Thank you.
It's all right. I always like to accommodate a customer, Doc.
There we are.
Yeah, well, this is only for 1,000.
You're going to trust me for my check. I tell you something. That's the maximum that I'm going to write. Now, you take it or leave it. Would you like it back? That's a very big profit for a few minutes of your time.
You want it wrapped?
Yeah, that would be nice.
That's terrific.
Look, I'm sure you must have a plan. Now, since you don't want us to give in to their demands, what is it you do want us to do?
First, we deepen our coverage of the exposition. And then we take the time to pick up clues, put them together, and try to figure out just exactly where they are.
And how long is all this going to take? A week, a month, a year? We have 48 hours and they're running out.
You know, Robert, if you were still my agent, I might be a little worried about you. However, under the circumstances, I understand your personal concern.
My concern. My concern. They're going to wait 48 hours, kill them, and then take off. And you want to run around like Ellery Queen and look for clues.
And I am telling you that they won't leave without the microfilm.
Hell, they won't. They don't need it. They've got the disc.
I think Robert has a point there.
Well, you better think again, Connie. Yes, they do have the disc. But to take it apart and understand the second half, that's going to take time. That's time-consuming. They would much rather have the microfilm so that they can duplicate the disc faster.
Have you considered another course of action on this?
Please, name it.
Why not give them the other half of the equation? That way, we can nail them when they're trying to leave with it.
Now, what do we do? Body search everyone coming out of the expo grounds?
Why would we bother to do that? I mean, we know who they are. There's Grant, there's Gregory, probably Rama, since the Gulistanis won't allow us into their pavilion.
You're forgetting several pavilions that have denied us entrance. And you don't have any real proof that Rama's involved. As a matter of fact, you don't really know, outside of Grant and Gregory, whether there might not be a whole bunch of people involved in this thing. Who's that woman? Who was she?
Well, I figured that maybe you could answer that. I mean, you being the WSB and all, plugged into all these computers. Don't you know who's involved?
Yes, we have some information.
Well, such as?
Well, we know about Natalie. She's dead.
There's a spirited observation.
We also know about Yuri Ivanovich. Weren't you connected with him, Robert, back when you were still with us?
Yeah, we mixed it once in Marrakesh.
He's in on this caper?
Oh, yes, he started it. And he's been ordered back to the motherland, I've been informed, to bask in the glory of having pulled this off.
He hasn't pulled it off yet.
Well, they will if we don't move in.
All I can do is to repeat that if we give them the microfilm, then they can walk out right under our noses. And we cannot accede to their demands. Look, Robert, for all it's worth, I am really able to identify with your personal concern, and I am genuinely sorry. However, under the circumstances, there is absolutely nothing I can do to help you. I'm sorry. I'll get back to both of you later.
I'm sorry.
You know what's going to happen here, don't you? We're going to sit around and play jacks while the DVX run out and kill my wife. Either that or the disc blows up first. Disc blowing up. Did you hear me say that?
Well, we always knew the disc could blow up.
Yeah. But the DVX don't know it.
No, they don't.
Could go up at any time. You know who'll be the first to go? My wife.
But you're right. That disc could explode at any second, and the DVX doesn't even know they're sitting on a time bomb.
How could I have forgotten? It was always Gerald's chief concern.
I think we get Ballentine back in here, and we remind him of that. Now, surely he's going to give in to their demands when he remembers that.
Come on, Connor. You know Ballentine, once he's made up his mind, he'll never change it.
Even if there are thousands of human lives at stake here?
He doesn't want the public to know, period.
You know, he's my boss, and all of that, and Lord knows I admire the man. But sometimes I just don't understand his reasoning.
Well, it's pretty obvious. He doesn't want the embarrassment of the public knowing that the U.S. blew it.
You mean to say he'd endanger human lives just so he doesn't have to risk embarrassment?
Oh, he'd have a rationale, but that's about all it amounts to. Just because it's his attitude doesn't necessarily mean that it's mine.
I would say, no, I don't understand. You can't go against his orders.
No. You can't go against his orders because you're one of his agents now. Me? I'm not. And I happen to believe that certain people in this world are above politics.
So do I.
And it's clear. I call the DVX and let them know the disc could explode.
Now, wait a second. That could lead to exactly what Ballentine is most concerned about. There'd be a public leak, and then there'd be a public panic.
I can prevent that.
How?
By telling the DVX, correction, by telling him how not to make it explode.
Telling him? Who him?
Ivanovich. You heard Ballentine say that he initiated this cable.
Well, I also heard him say that he's back in the motherland.
No problem. I can get his direct home line from my computer.
You're going to call Ivanovich yourself?
Right now.
You ready? I don't want you to miss a word of this.
You are wasting my time.
I doubt it. Just listen.
Isn't it true that you didn't win that $80,000?
Look, the goofy kid wrote me an IOU. The paper's legal, and I'm gonna make him pay.
Scotty, that is unfair. That's dishonest. You're cheating them out of money that isn't really yours.
You're damn right I am.
Why?
Turn it off.
There's more.
I said turn it off, all right? I've heard enough.
Get ahead in this lousy work.
More than enough, wouldn't you say?
What are you gonna do?
What my conscience dictates I must do, Scotty. First, as a citizen, I want to see to it that you are publicly disgraced. And secondly, since all lawyers are officers of the court, I'm going to instigate proceedings leading to your disbarment as a lawyer.
Unless I what?
Oh, I thought you would start looking for a way out. Well, I have a proposition for you.
What is it?
You get out of town. You get out of Port Charles, and don't you ever come back.
Are you gonna tar and feather me, too?
I am deadly serious, Scotty.
So am I. You just don't try running me out of town on a rail.
Well, I am.
Don't you think it's a little bit underhanded?
Oh, underhanded? Well, you ought to know you're the master of what's underhanded. God, I can't believe I actually thought you had changed, because you haven't, Scotty. Not since you came back from Mexico.
That's a lie. I've changed, and you know it.
Oh, how? Shaved off your beard, think that changed it?
No. No, I'm an important person here in Port Charles. I have done a lot of things for this town.
You have... I can't believe you're saying that. You've done nothing. Not for anybody or anything, just for Scotty Baldwin. Oh, you made yourself look good. I'll grant you that. Even got some people believing that you're the savior of this town.
No, of course, you don't believe that, though.
No, I believe you're still the same double-dealing, immoral con man you always have been. The only thing I regret is that I let you deceive me. I just simply did not know you.
Yeah, that's right, you didn't know me. Do you know why you don't know me? Because you never took time to understand anything, to listen to me. You know, when Laura ran off with Luke, how do you think I felt about that, huh? That hurt me a great deal.
A strong man, Scotty, would have survived that, but not you. No, you ran off to Mexico.
All right, I did. I went to Mexico, but I learned how to be tough down there, all right? I come back and I try and explain a few things to you, but you don't want to listen then. You just hear what you want to hear. I'm the same jerk as I was when I married Laura.
Listen, when you came back from Mexico, I gave you every opportunity you could possibly want. Even took you in my office. But within a few weeks, you're right back to your old tricks.
That is an out-and-out lie. I changed. I tried.
How?
I tried to help this town.
You tried to help yourself, you mean?
You're right. I tried to make a life for myself. I tried with Susan.
And that was a tragedy, wasn't it?
Nevertheless, I did try. And I also tried with Heather. Well, it's not my fault when things just don't work out.
Well, if it isn't your fault, whose is it, Scotty?
Oh, don't give me that holier-than-thou attitude, because I've had up to here with that. I'm trying to tell you, all right? Nothing works for me. Nothing ever pans out for me, and I try, and I'm sick of the whole damn thing.
All right. Then leaving this town is the wisest thing you can do, right?
Oh, you're right about that. We do agree on one thing. I am leaving town. But let me tell you something. You are not running me out of town. You got that, old man? I can't wait to get out of here.
Then we have nothing more to say to each other.
I have something to say to you. I hope you win the election. I hope you do become mayor of this stinking lousy town, because you and this town deserve each other.
Have you seen my purse? Have you seen my purse?
I can't hear you.
Turn that down and listen
I
back
can't hear
here.
either of you. Wait a minute. Now, what did you say?
I said, is Leslie back yet?
No, she's not back yet.
All right, fine.
You're just going to leave that right there?
Just do me a favor and let me do it my way. Do not mention this bracelet. Don't say one word about it, okay?
I won't say a thing.
Good.
Hello? Yeah. Oh, you're not serious. But how... Okay, I'll get there. I promise. That was my date. His car broke down. Now I don't have a ride.
Well, don't worry about it. I just got my motorcycle back from the shop. You can sit on the back seat. I'll take you anywhere you want to go.
On the back of your motorcycle, my hair will be ruined.
It's too late for that, Amy.
Thanks a lot.
Do you want to take it or leave it? Do you want to go or not?
Come on.
All right. Let me get my jacket. All right, fellas. See you later.
Will the call come in on that phone or the one in the communications room? If there is a call.
I asked them to use this line when Erie was ready. But don't worry. He will call. We may have been enemies back in the good old days, but we always had a healthy respect for one another.
That's what I call service.
Wish me luck. Yes.
It's been a long time, Robert. Or should I say CK8?
Well, my CK8 days are over, but I remember them well, Yuri. Especially a certain caper in Marrakesh.
Ah, yes. The Mimonia Hotel, as I recall.
Yeah, I think we both recall it vividly. By the time you got out of the elevator, I was halfway to Tangier with the papers.
Would you believe my defeat that night still nettles me? However, I think I have now evened the score.
Not quite yet.
Oh, come, Robert. Be a good loser. No matter what happens, we still have the disc.
Until it blows up.
What did you say?
You're undoubtedly taping this conversation, Yuri, but I'll save you the trouble of checking. Now, I said the disc could blow up at any moment.
You must be desperate, Robert. Oh, that is absurd. I thought you credited me with greater intelligence.
I do. That's why I think you'll believe me. Professor Gerald insisted the disc be kept in a lead box. If it's exposed to the right combination of elements in the air, it could self-destruct. Now, I'm talking about a devastating explosion here.
Now, you were never altruistic, Robert. Why are you telling me this, assuming it might be true?
It's true. And the reason I'm informing you is obvious. I'm trying to protect my wife, my friends, and my city.
As well as my people?
Unfortunately, yes. To protect your killers and agents, too. I don't have a choice, Yuri.
I'm still listening.
A lead box, Yuri. Think about that.
Oh, I intend to. As well as the number of times you have deceived me.
Nice to talk to you again.
Oh, it's always a pleasure.
Did he believe you?
I doubt it. But in order to get ahead, he may decide to exercise some care in order to save our city from a catastrophic explosion. Isn't it strange? I have to appeal to the DVX and not our own WSB. There's something kind of messed up about that.